me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Look at this Buffalo defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down, Miami.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That 2 is going to change things up. Now Achane on first and 10. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second and a couple.
Go ahead. Ready, team.
Again, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. The Bills are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the ground, Cook. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. These two teams all tied after one.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 9-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They run it again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook is ready to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So his big first half continues. His 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Through the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, Allen. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. He'll try and do this himself. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Again, it's Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Allen. That's complete to Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 24-yard.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen going to run with it. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. McPherson's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson set to
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Regular.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. A toss to Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Johnson is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Gets around him, and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
That's another Bills first down.
They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd. At this point, as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The first throw for the backup, Wilson. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Wilson.
That is caught. Now inside the 25.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 78 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Dolphins 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Evades him at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.